everyone. I'm Heather Vitale along with Susan Skinner. Welcome to PA Harness Week and welcome to Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. We are on location in the simulcast room today.
Yeah, we love Pocono so much we had to come back.
Yes, we did. Are you ready to get things started?
Yeah, I am.
All right, let's get to the headlines. On today's show, it's a family affair as we talk with driver Matt Kakaley, who was on fire last week, and learn more about his fabulous harness racing parents. And leading reinsman George Napolitano has been a familiar face on the show, but today we talk to his brother Anthony Napolitano, who happens to be another top driver here at Pocono. Plus, we'll check out the rainy but remarkable $1 Million Hambletonian that took place at the Meadowlands. And of course, we've got super speedy standardbred action from Harrah's, Philadelphia, and a world record blast from the past time trial. There is so much coming up today on PA Harness Week. For our race of the week from Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania, we're going to check out a feature trot that took place on Saturday, August 3rd, going for a purse of $17,000. And we've got the even money favorite in here. That's number 3, Down Home Punch, who has been racing up at Tioga recently, where he just won. Second choice is the 6, Addis Rock, starting for the 93-year-old trainer, Don Weist. And the 4, Just the Facts, looks to rebound after going off stride in his last start. Jim Baviglia has your call.
Not only is Down Home Punch clear, but he's opened up a 2.5 length lead. 3/4, 126 even, 28 even on the back stretch. It's Down Home Punch by 2.5. Past there was Addis Rock. He's sitting second. Up on the outside, Wild Ending and a late move out wide from Just the Facts, but he's 4 away. Top of the stretch, looking good here for Down Home Punch. Kakaley calling on him for more. Late kick out wide by Just the Facts. Inside Addis Rock, still trying Miss Principal coming on late, but Down Home Punch has this in control. Big move on the back, told the tail for Down Home Punch.
Down Home Punch from post 3 is put on the gate and leaves with Addis Rock and Wanda's Wonder. Addis Rock is driven on and clears Wanda's Wonder. Matt Kakaley and Down Home Punch are put away third. Wild Ending flushes Down Home Punch from first up, and he makes the front with ease and opens up to win in 55-1 for Matt Kakaley, who went on to win 5 more on the card. Just the Fact sitting second over, pulled 3 wide and trots up for second. Wanda's Wonder rode the wood to take third. We love talking to our drivers, but this time it wasn't just driver Matt Kakaley we talked to. Take a look.
Matt, you have over 6,000 career victories and over $100 million in purses earned. Obviously, when you have that kind of success, you have to have a really strong support system between your parents and Annie. So talk about how important that support system is.
It's everything, you know. After a bad day, coming home, you don't want anybody there that's not going to, you know, kind of pick your spirits back up. She does a great job of that. You know, and anything I need done around the house or, you know, whatever, if I can't get it done, she's there for me. So it's it lets me do what I got to do on the track and let me focus on that.
And your parents, huge backing as you're growing up.
Yeah, huge. You know, I haven't given my dad enough credit as being a good teacher. You know, when I would mess up, he would never yell at me, and he would let me kind of learn on my own and just kind of point me in the right direction. He was a great teacher because I don't take criticism that great, so the way he would give it to me was just the right way.
Annie, I know that you've been a big cheerleader for Matt, but you're also so hands-on in the barn. Talk about your involvement and why you love the sport so much.
I grew up in it, so it's kind of hard once you get in it. I feel like you can't really get out of it, and I love it for the horse. I don't really love it for any other reason. It's just because of the horse. When it comes to Matt, I never wanted to even date a horseman, but here we are 15 years later, and couldn't be more in love with him. I'm proud of him, and he works really hard, so I'll do whatever I have to do to keep his spirits up, because this business is such a roller coaster. It's up and down.
Oh, absolutely. I did want to ask you very quickly, Matt, your mom told me that at one point you weren't even going to be in the business. Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't want to. You know, watching them work so hard all the time, every day, all week long, I didn't want to do that. And, you know, the bug bit me, and I couldn't say no after, you know, I kind of got hooked into me.
No, I get it. I get it. All right, we're going to talk to John and Linda now. So, John, we know how Matt got into the business, but how did you get into harness racing?
From my older brother. Well, it's really started with my dad, and then my older brother got into it, and then I just followed right in their footsteps.
And you're from?
Michigan.
Okay, all right. So, and you moved to Pennsylvania when?
Heck, I don't know. Probably, 2012.
Okay, all right. We got the coach over here, Linda, helping out, right? Linda, how proud are you of all the success that Matt's had?
I don't even think there's words to say how proud I am. He's just always been my pride and joy, and this is even more so.
And obviously, Matt's success started with a love story between you and John. So how did you and John meet?
Oh, we met at the racetrack. Actually, we were I kept watching him because he has a cute little butt.
Oh, wow.
And that smile, look at that smile. So I got my eyes on him, and well, I got him.
Right. Well, and you guys are celebrating an anniversary coming up, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Was it 38 years?
They're looking at Linda for the answers. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
The family that races together stays together, yes, or something like that. All right, we're going to stay right here at Pocono, and also right here on the Saturday, August 3rd program, we have the feature pace on the card. Going for a purse of $16,500, the One Imaginary Line is the bettor's choice, having 7 wins out of 13 starts this year. Number 6, Shooby-Doo, is the richest so far this year with over $100,000 in the bank. And the 2, Epic Ace, has been super consistent lately and definitely a threat each time behind the gate.
Lunar slight lead, but Epic Ace holding his ground. 3/4, 122 and 2, 27 and 2 on the back. Slick fractions indeed here. Epic Ace on top. Lunar now back ahead in the pocket. Shooby-Doo 3 wide. Imaginary Line from way back. Coxcomb coming up 4 wide. Top of the stretch. It's still Epic Ace, and he extends the lead to a length and a half. Shooby-Doo now surging on the inside. Outside, Imaginary Line cutting into it. It's Epic Ace. Shooby-Doo. Imaginary Line third. Epic Ace.
A full field goes behind the gate in here with Lunar and Shooby-Doo fighting for the lead. Shooby-Doo gets the front, but Epic Ace is given the go-ahead from third and makes the front. Lunar now in third, pulls at the half, followed by Imaginary Line. Lunar puts ahead in front, but Epic Ace fights him off. Shooby-Doo goes down in the passing lane, and Imaginary Line races on the outside. That move gets them show money, with Shooby-Doo finishing third. Anthony Napolitano and Epic Ace win, and 50 and 2 for trainer Sabrina Shaw. We had a chance to talk with Anthony Napolitano about all things Anthony. All right, most people know that you are driver George Napolitano's younger brother, but your journey in the business was a little different, coming from Pompano to Pennsylvania. Tell us about it.
I started out in the amateurs at Pompano. My dad had a stable. I wound up buying a cheap trotter off the Amish truck and started winning the amateurs, and I took it from there. Started doing a little better, and I wound up getting my A license, and a few years later I was battling with Bruce Ranger for the driving title in Pompano. So then a few years after that, Geordie started coming here, and I decided to make a trip one year. As the years went on, I was like, you know what, I don't know what the future holds at Pompano, so I made a move over here.
Now, do you think your experience with the training background helps your job as a driver or makes it more difficult?
I always like to have a little stable just for security, because I was never that driver that liked to chase the dream. I do a few other things that I'm interested in, and with this business it's hard to do anything extra. You race on holidays. There's really not much of a outside life.
You've been driving for quite a few years. You and George are pretty close. Do you find yourself still looking for George for advice or asking him for advice?
No, he'll give advice. I try not to get in the way. I had to change my strategy a little bit just so we don't fight as much. Sometimes if we get into the heat of the moment, we're wanting to beat each other up. But at the end of the day, we're still brothers, and we try not to let the racing get in the middle, but it's a dogfight out there. Everybody's out for their own, and this place has gotten very tough. Matt has lots of power. Georgie, Tyler Buter's having a great year. These guys they're not easy to beat right now.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Okay, it is break time, but we are just getting started because more action goes behind the gate from the Poconos and from Philly. Plus, we'll give you the deets on Sun Stakes Saturday when we come back with PA Harness Week.
For real fun in real life, make it Mohegan. Make it rain. Make it pour. Make it chill. Make it live. Or just make it up as you go. When it's time to unplug and get in on the action, make it Mohegan. Mohegan, Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale.
I'm Susan Skinner.
And we are going right back behind the gate with more four-legged horsepower from Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. Let's check out this American Harness Drivers Club Trot from the Sunday, August 4th card and your 6-5 favorite. And here is also one of my favorite names. Number 3, It's a Horse. Yep, that pretty much says it all. He looks to redeem himself after being the beaten favorite last time out, and the forged White Hanover also getting some respect and has hit the board in his last 2 efforts in ADHC competition.
So Dingle cutting out the mile here. The mare leads it by a length, but It's a Horse remaining attached. The rest have work to do. It's about 3.5 back to a Dwight Hanover in third, followed by Winter S, another 3.5 to fifth, and AWOL Hanover. Big gaps as well. Then back to Importer, Exporter, and Crazy Cat, and the Deep Trailer still look in my eyes. The rest of the field starting to get closer to the top 2, but no change up front. Still Dingle at 3/4, 126 and 2, 29 and 2, third panel. Dingle on top, but It's a Horse now has other ideas. Pulls the pocket there for Sheridan. About 2.5 back to third, and Dwight Hanover on the outside. Winter S trying to move up in fourth. Around the turn to the top of the stretch. Dingle trying to hold on to the lead. It's a Horse applying the pressure on the outside. And now on the inside, good late kick from Dwight Hanover getting into it. There are 3 across here. Dwight Hanover trying to sneak through. It's a Horse battling. It's Dwight Hanover and It's a Horse. It's a Horse.
Post 7 did not scare John Calabrese as he's driving Dingle and puts him right on the chooch. It's a Horse is driven up into the pocket after shutting down Dwight Hanover. Dingle and It's a Horse put a little racetrack between them and the rest of the field. Eventually, Dwight Hanover and Winter S closed the gap with Winter S angling to the outside. However, Yogi Sheridan driving It's a Horse pops the deuce and takes it to the finish line, holding off a brush from rail riding Dwight Hanover. It's a Horse stops the timer in 57 and 1.
All right, we have seen some great action so far on the show from Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania, and it is a great time to plug Sun Stakes Saturday. It takes place on August 17th, special post time of 2:30 p.m. Gigantic card of stars with $2 million in purses on that program.
For 3-year-old male pacers, we are bringing you the $300,000 Max C. Hemp Memorial. The $300,000 Earl Beal Jr. Memorial is a 3-year-old open trotters, and the $250,000 James M. Lynch Memorial. We will see the best 3-year-old filly pacers, and 3-year-old filly trotters will go behind the gate in the $250,000 Delmonica Hanover.
All right, put it on your calendar right now. It's Sun Stakes Saturday, taking place on August 17th. For our race of the week from Harrah's, Philadelphia, let's take a look at the feature pace on that card from Sunday, August 4th. And the purse is $13,000. Number 3, Hullabaloo, is getting the most support in this one, as he should. The 2021 Adios winner is the richest overall with $1.4 million in the bank. The Ron Burke trainee has also made the most money this season among this group. And he has been racing in ultra tough company, including several stakes events. Will this be an easy win for him? him? Well, let's see. We'll send it to Mike Bozich for the call.
Up the back stretch, Hullabaloo leads it by a length and a half. Lions Steel is second by 2. Captain Crusader continues along third by 3. Trinity Teen fourth with less than 3/8 to go. Wager on Me fifth. Baldur's Son next to the inside, followed by Sports Secret and Lose Beach last of all. Hullabaloo continues to lead the way. Lions Steel has had the journey. Captain Crusader right there. 3/4, 121 and 227 for the third. They come to the top of the stretch. It's Hullabaloo, Lions Steel, Captain Crusader going to make a go of it. 4 lengths back to Wager on Me, trying to get up and around Trendy Teen. They straighten away. Hullabaloo grabbing this racetrack nicely. Lions Steel trying to get him up the inside, but Hullabaloo just too good for these. Down to the finish. Hullabaloo's an easy winner.
Hullabaloo is sent off the wings at odds of 1 to 5. Lion Steel gets away second. Captain Crusader giving chase in third. A 25-4 first quarter keeps the field in line. Wager on Me attempts to take it to them first up, but never poses a real threat. Hullabaloo goes start to finish in a new lifetime mark of 48-3. Lion Steel and Captain Crusader rounded out the ticket.
All right, we're going to stay right on that Sunday, August 4th card from Harrah's Philadelphia, and another field of top pacers go to post, this time with a purse of $11,000. The 1 to 5 favorite happens to be the oldest in the field at age 10, and that is number 5, Jack's Shadow, driven by who else? Jack Pelling. Second choice is the 1, Stop the Shootin', looking for 2 wins in a row. Also getting some play at the windows is number 2, Twin B Rise and Shine, for trainer Izzy Estrada.
They start their journey up the back stretch, and Jack Shadow has the lead. Here's Virgo on the outside, moving up uncovered. Twin B Rise and Shine taking a chomp out of the Pelling helmet. Decision Day moves up with cover, 2 lengths off the lead, loosely tracking it though. Inside, Stop the Shootin' is pinned without room. Never Fear Lloyd is here as third up, 6 lengths front from back. Big time battle with Jack Shadow and Virgo. Inside, Twin B Rise and Shine right there behind this battle. 3/4, 123-3. Virgo on the outside, a 12-1 upset chance. Jack Shadow trying to repel this bid. Twin B Rise and Shine there. They straighten away for the stretch drive. Jack Shadow begins to edge away again. The outside, Virgo. Freedom now for Twin B Rise and Shine if good enough. Stop the Shootin' trying to close up the inside. Jack Shadow, Twin B Rise and Shine. They come down to the finish. Jack Shadow, Twin B Rise and Shine. That ended up really close.
Jack Shadow wastes no time taking charge in here from the middle of the gate. Twin B Rise and Shine falls in second with Stop the Shootin' getting away third. Virgo pulls from fourth and gets to Jack Shadow's head, and these two fight it out. Twin B Rise and Shine makes a bid in the lane, but Jack Shadow, who put away Virgo, gets up just a nose over Twin B Rise and Shine in 51-4. Now, Jack Shadow didn't start racing until he was 4 years old in 2018, and Jack Pelling didn't start driving until 4 years ago in 2020. It just goes to show you it's never too late to start something new.
That is true. All right, I think it is a perfect time to catch our breath and maybe even grab an umbrella, because coming up, we've got the $1 Million Hambletonian. It was sloppy but stupendous. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
Sig Sauer leads it, not for long. Here comes TCI to take charge.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week with Heather and Susan, and we're ready to go road tripping now to East Rutherford, New Jersey, to the Meadowlands for the $1 Million Hambletonian, featuring the best 3-year-old trotters in the business. What a classic race. So in here, we want you to check out the 2 elimination winners. Of course, that's number 1, Carl. He's the favorite. Second choice is number 4, TCI. Now, it was a really warm day. Then Mother Nature cooled things off a little bit with a downpour shortly before the race. Let's check out these top-notch trotters in the slop. Ken Workington has the call.
They turn home off 3/4 in 1:22-4 into the stretch of the Hambletonian. Highland Kismet, big effort first over. TCI's trying to battle back. And right there is Carl on the outside with a late lunge. Highland Kismet. Carl on the outside of Final Surge. Carl, Yannick Gingras, and Nancy Tactor. He's king of the Hamiltonian. It's Carl.
This was a highly anticipated Hamiltonian as Nancy Tactor's vying for back-to-back wins. Carl and TCI are meeting up for the first time, but it is Secret Agent Man going to the front. As well as Private Access, he wants the front and takes it. Sig Sauer moves from third and clears. TCI follows that moves and he takes over. Highland Kismet gets out and moving, giving cover to Carl. And it is a downpour as Highland Kismet draws off down the lane. But Carl isn't done and trots on the outside of him to capture the 99th Hamiltonian and 51-3 for Nancy Tactor. It was Yannick's first Hamiltonian win. Highland Kismet took second and Amazing Catch got up for third. Gabe Pruitt caught up with the winning connections.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, that's for sure. I said it before, I thought it was my best chance I've ever had, and the horse came through.
Yeah, and take us through that race. What were you thinking when the skies opened up?
I didn't like that too much, but nobody else in the race. I guess we were all in the same situation there. So, but through the race, I was actually really happy the way it's setting up. I thought it set up perfectly for us, but the horse is a great horse. I don't think it would have mattered, but he proved today what a champion he is.
For our OMG moment, not only are we saying OMG, but so is Yannick Gingras. Now the driver, of course, we just saw him win the Hamiltonian. What a huge week he had, because a few days earlier, he took his 9,000th career victory. And we're going to take a look at that now. It took place on July 29th at the Red Mile in Lexington, Kentucky. And announcer Gabe Pruitt has the call.
But it's Steely Knife who has taken over from Cappy Tritch in deep stretch. Brooklyn's Carbot is third. Steely Knife, here it is, number 9,000 for Gingras. He wins it here with the Steely Knife, his third of the day.
Yannick Gingras does pick up his 9,000th win, driving Steely Knife for trainer Ron Burke in 52-3. Now, originally from Quebec and a third-generation horseman, Yannick Gingras has been named Driver of the Year twice, was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2022, and has led all drivers in money standings 5 times in his career after earning $15.1 million last year.
Now later in the show, we'll be talking about PA Harness Week trucker caps. But right now, we want you to put on your thinking caps because, well, it's trivia time and Susan has a question.
I do. So in harness racing, there is a pacing triple crown. It consists of the Cane Pace, the Little Brown Jug, and the Messenger. Now in history, there are 10 horses to have won it. I want to know who was the first.
I love this one. I love this one. Okay, I think I know the answer, but I need a few minutes to really think about it, and you guys might as well. So let's take a break. When we return, Susan will have the answer for us. On top of that, we are going back to the 60s, to Delaware, Ohio, for our blast from the past. Do not touch that remote.
For real fun in real life, make it Mohegan. Make it rain. Make it pour. Make it chill. Make it live. Or just make it up as you go. When it's time to unplug and get in on the action, make it Mohegan. Mohegan, Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale, along with our Queen of Trivia, Susan Skinner, who has something for you.
All right, so I asked, who was the first winner of 10 in harness racing history to win the Pacing Triple Crown, which, in case you don't know, consists of the Cane Pace, Little Brown Jug, and the Messenger. So the question was, who was the first to win it? The answer is Adios Butler in 1959, who was driven by Clint Hodges and trained by Paige West.
Let's see that pacing phenom in action. It is Adios Butler. We're going back to 1961 to Delaware, Ohio, as he looks to take the world record in a time trial on a half-mile track. Now, in this time trial, he is driven by Eddie Cobb, and his trainer, Paige West, is actually driving the prompter.
The Butler has speed to burn old records with. 1:55 3/5. A full 2 1/5 seconds cut from the old record as the large throng hands Adios Butler a thunderous ovation.
Adios Butler did win the Pacing Triple Crown in 1959, but wasn't named Horse of the Year until 1960 and again in 1961. He retired with 37 wins and 50 starts, over $500,000 earned, and that time trial had him retiring as the fastest and richest horse in history at the time.
All right, as we like to remind you guys of something we do not want you to miss, and that is our live racing, both at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania, and at Harris, Philadelphia. Let's go over the race days and times. First of all, in Pocono, we've got Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday. Post time is 1 p.m. Sunday post time is 6 p.m. And in Philadelphia, the Thursday and Friday post time is 12:25 p.m. Sunday post time is 12:40 p.m.
And if you cannot make it to the track, we want you to be able to bet online. For Harris, the site is pabets.tvg.com, and for Pocono, the site is ibetmohegan.com. We've got free past performance pages at phha.org right at the top of the homepage.
For our Get Social with Us this week, let's check out some adorable photos from the Humans for Harness Racing Facebook page. There was an event called Harness the Hope that took place up in Canada at Charlottetown Park on Prince Edward Island. They had 3 mini pony races and 3 women drivers competing with the kids. There were prizes for the best dressed ponies. I mean, just stop. These ponies and kids are absolute cuteness overload. Thanks again to Humans of Harness Racing for these awesome photos.
Yeah, it is so incredible to be able to share so many great moments with thousands of people. And we love sharing everything great about Pennsylvania racing with you, which is why we want you to check out our social media. You can find us on Facebook at Harness Week, at Twitter you can find us at PA Harness Week, and of course our YouTube channel, where we know you can't get enough of the racing and us, so check out the YouTube channel.
That's a nice assumption. All right, so it's really important that you guys do check out the Facebook page and the Twitter account, also known as X, because each week, so we have a contest, and you can get one of these snazzy trucker hats. They really are so cool. They have our logo right there. Harness Week, I love these so much. So every Monday, check it out for the contest, and you could be a winner. Yeah. So don't you we always feel the need to put these on at the end of every show, which it is the end of today's show. So for myself, Heather Vitale, Susan Skinner, Bruce Casella behind the camera, we will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.